Mr. Lalla, thanks a lot for joining in. First, if you could tell us a little bit about this plan that the government has, where 14,500 schools will be developed and will be upgraded. Is there any opportunity for a company like yours here?
I think it's a very welcome plan for the country. However, as far as NIIT is concerned, schools are now a reasonably small part of our business. And so from an overall perspective, as far as a direct opportunity is concerned, we may not be able to participate in a more wholesome way, given that schools business is a reasonably small part of NIIT's business. But from an overall perspective, this does bode very well for India, and as well as from an overall perspective for NIIT, because as school kids start to learn better, they become more aspirational, and over time, that will result into gains for NIIT.
Okay, got that. So that's out of the way. You're saying schools are a very small part of your business, so this plan by the government will not directly impact you. Corporate learning is a major chunk of where your revenues come from. Even in the quarter gone by, 300 crores came from that segment, which was an 18% growth. How is the demand right now, and what kind of growth are you looking at for the full year?
Given that we are pretty close to the end of the quarter, I won't comment on the absolute near term. But from an overall perspective, we continue to see a robust opportunity, even though we see a little bit of uncertainty at this point in time, given global macro environment being uncertain. But from a midterm to long range perspective, we are very bullish about this opportunity. Large organizations see NIIT as a viable organization to outsource all of their learning and development. And while NIIT has only about 70 customers at this time, the opportunity exists for almost 1,000 customers in the Fortune 1000.
Right. Sapnesh, last time you were here, you mentioned about reorganizing the corporate learning group and the SNC business, the skills business, as separate entities. Could you tell us what is the status on that, and when can we expect that to be completed?
I think we are on track. We are, as I had mentioned earlier, in the process of getting the various different permissions. We are on track, and it's likely that next year, as we start the new fiscal year, we will be pretty close to listing two companies or demerging NIIT CLG business or NLSL business out of NIIT.
So when did you say that would be completed?
Around Q1 of this coming year.
Okay.
So which means in the April to June timeframe in 2023.
Okay. And what kind of growth do you see in that CLG business? You had said earlier that you're going to grow 20% on the revenues and you have a 20% margin guidance. Do you stand by that?
Like I pointed out earlier, we are in the third month of the quarter, so I won't comment on the absolute short term. But from a long-term perspective, the CLG business is a 20% growth and 20% profit business.
Okay, so CLG, just for the benefit of our viewers, is the corporate learning group segment, which is currently the biggest segment. The skills and career group segment also has seen a very good growth. Can you tell us what is the outlook for that business going forward?
The outlook for that business is very robust as India continues to surge with fulfillment of acceleration related work with respect to digital transformation. So the opportunities for skills and career are very strong, and we are very well positioned. We expect this business to continue to grow at a 50% YOY run rate in the short term.
Sapnesh, any plans to get into the is it, I don't know if it's early learning segment? Take a look at what companies like White Hat, etc., which is of course now acquired by Byju's, they've done. Any plans, or do you already offer services and products there?
So like I pointed out up front, the schools business is a very small part of our business. Our focus from an India perspective is in early career and working professionals. So post-secondary in nature, not in the school space at this time.
So you said also that you're looking to scale up your investments in digital learning. How much are you planning to invest there? You currently have about cash of 1,300 crores or so.
Our investments are going to focus on continued investment in our platform, continued investment to focus on M&A activity. You saw us acquire RTS Consulting around this time last year. We're going to continue to focus on inorganic activity, as well as, like I pointed out, investment in our digital platform. Currently, our SNC business is a purely digital business, and we expect it to stay that way in a predominant way going forward. And that's why the investment in the platform.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sapnesh. Appreciate you joining in with some of that perspective. Good luck. Thanks indeed. And speak to you soon.